This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Last week we mentioned how Metallica is putting out a 30th anniversary of their Black album, which is out on September 10th.
And there's going to be a bunch of artists covering their music, like 30 bands are going to do The Unforgiven, and it's insane.
Yeah, 53 artists total going to be covering all the songs off that record, including Jason Isbell, who I don't know much about, but he and the 400 Unit, country artists. And
he's got 400 Randy Johnsons?
He's got 400 Randy Johnsons, or 400 something else.
Some 400 no Randy, but Johnsons.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
So here's Jason Isbell and his No Randy Johnsons covering Metallica's Sad But True.
They betray, I'm your only true friend now. They betray, but I'm forever there. I'm your dream, make it real. I'm your eyes when you must feel. I'm your pain when you can't feel. Sad but true. I'm your dream, mind astray. I'm your eyes when you're away. I'm your pain while you repay. You know it's sad but true. Sad but true. Sad but true.
It's a fun version.
Yeah.
It's a fun rockabilly vibe.
Yeah, I would listen to an entire record of him covering Metallica songs. I wouldn't care to listen to like original songs of his though, based on that. I like it because I know the song and it's kind of a fun, unique way of him covering the song, but I'm not really a fan of that style of music.
Yeah, it really harkens back. Well, I started my career in country, but it does harken back to really like old school, like you said, rockabilly, almost a Roy Orbison feel to me a little bit. And that's fun to hear different music reimagined. Ever since Leo's done it, I kind of really want to hear everybody's take on a certain form of music.
I feel like since people have such strong opinions on, especially their genres of music, this genre sucks, this is the ultimate one. In my head, I realized I always thought that like rock musicians won't like country and country musicians won't like rock or have any kind of appreciation for it, even though that doesn't make any sense. So when you hear this, it's kind of like, it's all coming together. Even though they're not the same genre, they appreciate their music, and I love seeing stuff like this. So I can't wait for the album.
Yeah, a good song's a good song.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, and Sad But True's a great song. So I think anyone can make it into something interesting just because the song is there.
Yeah, and Steve, a good band is a good band. A lot of times with pop music, you're not necessarily hearing the greatest bands or the greatest music. It just happens to be something that, they called it bubblegum music for a lot of reasons. But there is great music in every genre. And if you get to hear that, you can have an appreciation. Like you said, even you're like, all right, I'm not going to want to listen to this guy's regular music, but you can appreciate how good they are.
I wish I would pay all right, I wouldn't pay a lot of money for this, but I would jump at the opportunity to be in a room with the guys in Metallica when they first hear all these songs. Because there's got to be a couple of them where they're like, Kirk's going to like look at like, Lars and be like, what the F did they do to our song? You know what I mean? Like all four can't love every single song that's being done.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. It would be fun to get their impressions.
Right.
It probably would be, you probably would never get anybody to do your stuff again, especially if some of your impressions were like, what the hell's this crap?
Old Metallica would have done that. Alcoholic would get drunk and make fun of all these bands.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right about that.
That'd just be interesting. I feel like James at times was like, why did we let this person cover our song? They just bastardized it. I'm not sure if they feel that about that version, because I think that one's kind of fun. But there's got to be a couple of, in their eyes, clunkers on this record.
Yeah, but they're never going to say it. Well, until, like you said, until we get Alcoholica back.
And that probably won't happen.
Yeah, probably not. Well, probably not.
I hope not.
Yeah, we're hoping so. So September 10th is when the full album comes out with 53 different artists covering that album. And it's I'm looking forward. Like Vicky said, I'm looking forward to hearing a lot of the stuff that's on there. We got a dude that got arrested, and the reason is that he got arrested after calling the police to ask why he wasn't arrested.
Fair question.
Yeah, put it that way. Steve will tell you all about it. He's got the Migs Report for you at 6:18 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Want to create a lifetime of memories this spring? Do you remember the joy of jumping as a child? If only there was a way your own kids could experience that same joy safely. Spring Free Trampoline has been engineered to eliminate 90% of product-related injuries. The Spring Free design boasts no springs and a flexible enclosure and proudly offers a 10-year warranty. That's peace of mind. Lock in your ultimate backyard safe space before summer arrives. Visit springfreetrampoline.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, guys. Thanks to Advanced Hair Restoration for giving us the Migs Report. Today is your day to get on your phone or your laptop or your desktop and start social media-ing. Because it's National Social Media Day.
Really?
Oh, yeah. What do you want from me? It's also National Corvette Day. I feel like we could celebrate the Social Media Day a little bit better than the Corvette Day, based on maybe some of our tax brackets.
Yes, but I think we celebrate that day, Social Media Day, every day, don't we?
Yeah. Okay, you can only keep one social media. What are you keeping?
Oh, it's Facebook.
Facebook. Because of your board game groups.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
And really Messenger. I don't even need Facebook. I just need Messenger.
Yeah, I think I'm going Twitter because Twitter's uncensored.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
They don't shut down pages.
Okay. You mean like some certain pages you like to see?
Yeah, sometimes you're just on your feed and you're just like, whatever, scrolling, boobies, scrolling, and then that's good. It's just a good way to perk you up.
All right.
Also, I just like Twitter. I don't know why, but Twitter to me is like, I know for a lot of people it's like the most negative. For me, it's, I guess it's just the people I follow. I'm typically in a pretty decent mood when I'm checking Twitter. Vicky, I'm guessing it's TikTok.
I'm torn between TikTok and OnlyFans.
Is OnlyFans a social media page?
In a sense, yeah. Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I
just
think
gotta pay for it.
Vicky's being very social.
Very.
All right, Rev.
I'm going to go with you, Steve, going with the Twitter.
The Twitter.
Yeah, it's like having all these celebrities' cell phone numbers right in your pocket.
Plus, it's fun because you can take your live photos on your on your phone if you have the live photo feature, and you can turn it into a GIF easily just by hitting a little button when you post a picture.
Whoa, really?
Oh, yeah, dude. When you post a picture, if it's a live photo, it gives you a little option at the bottom. It has like a little line through the GIF thing. And then if you just click on that, it turns it into a GIF. So if you go, that's why.
Amazing. How did you learn that?
By accident. And I took it to the next level with my most recent tweet. Just go to @I'm Steve Miggs. You'll see a picture of little Tatum. And she was trying to say hi to me through the screen door. So I turned it into a GIF. And her whole face gets just smushed where her teeth are showing. It's probably going to be very embarrassing for her to see when she gets older, but I love it.
It's adorable.
Oh, yeah, I do see that. That is pretty awesome. Wow. Yeah, that's a great gift.
Yeah, so have fun with social media. It makes me think of a funny thing that happened. I think it was like back in 2014. Somebody was at Universal Studios, and this woman was trying in Hollywood, and she was trying to approach Megatron, the guy playing. Spoiler alert! It's not really Megatron. It's at Universal Studios. Some guy playing him.
It's not really. Are you sure?
I'm positive because I don't know if Megatron. Well, maybe Megatron would be this mean to her, but she wanted to take a selfie with him, and well, he just goes off on her and her hoodie and the fact that she likes social media. The audio.
Selfie!
You will not receive a selfie so long as you stand before me with your ridiculous furred hoodie. When will you learn that your status updates mean zero to nothing to anyone, ever? It doesn't matter which social network you post it on. Worthless. Use your mind. Create new memories. Interact. Don't just add it to a library of forgotten photographs.
Okay.
Ugh, how disappointing your generation is.
I just like she says, okay.
Wow.
Cool story, Megatron.
Yeah. She wanted to say boomer after that.
It's Mega Boomer.
Mega Boomer.
All right, let's talk about this idiot that's in the news in Wyoming. He's 62 years old, and he called the cops to find out, why he wasn't arrested. And they ended up arresting him because, he deserved to be arrested. Apparently, he was on meth.
Oh, is that why? Oh, all right.
And he said that his house was raided, that he had some meth, and he was curious why they hadn't hauled him to the station just yet, which seems like that's a very honest man. Well, the problem is that the cops never raided his house. He just imagined the whole thing while he was on meth.
Oh, boy.
So they never even came to his house until he called them to say, hey, come to my house. So, they checked up on him, and they noticed that he was driving. And they pulled him over. He failed the sobriety tests, and they arrested him. He told the cops that he used the meth a day and a half before, and he was still high.
Wow.
I have no idea how long meth lasts in your system, but
he must have got that good Walter White stuff.
I'm guessing that he was high because, he was recently taking meth, not a day and a half ago.
Oh, okay.
Mariners.
Yeah?
Did not win yesterday.
What? Come on. Are you sure you're not on meth?
I'm pretty positive I didn't imagine this. That the Toronto Blue Jays spanked them 9-3. But hey, congratulations, Mariners! You have a player that just accomplished something for the first time this season.
Yeah.
Congrats! Pitcher Hector Santiago became the first pitcher disciplined under Major League Baseball's crackdown for foreign substances. He got a 10-game suspension. That's all stemming from that story you were telling us about how he had some foreign substance on his glove. He says it was just sweat and was it resin or rosin?
Rosin, yeah.
Rosin. And now he's been suspended.
Yeah, so they took it to a lab. So they've determined that it wasn't just sweat and rosin. Because I don't know if rosin and sweat make anything sticky, and that's what they found.
You know what? At least he didn't do is vomit while pitching during a game, and this actually happened.
No.
Yeah, because of the heat in New York, Los Angeles Angels pitcher Dylan Bundy was on the mound taking on the Yankees, and the temperature was in like the 90s, and he was struggling right from the first pitch. By the second inning, it was so bad for him. He was having such an issue with the heat. He just puked right on the mound.
Damn.
Here's the announcers doing the play-by-play as this happens, and you listen to the crowd. You can hear the crowd react to it.
Talked about the weather when you came back from break, Jose.
90 degrees at game time.
I think there's something going on. He's getting sick. So Bundy battling an illness, apparently.
I'm telling you, it is. It's hard to pitch when it's hot and humid like that.
And the humidity is really a big part of it because I mean they get warm temperatures in Anaheim where they play.
Right.
It's just the humidity is a beating.
The crowd reactions are the best because there's just people out in the crowd who's like, "What am I watching?"
Yeah, dude.
Like a Guar concert happening on the mound at a Yankees game.
But way more gross.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that on television. I can't remember that.
I know he's not the first pitcher to vomit, but I don't know if it's been like seen that easily.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, good luck to him.
Yeah, good luck to you, Travis.
Hydrate.
Stanley Cup Finals Game 2. You have Tampa Bay taking on Montreal. Will Tampa Bay take a 2-0 lead? I guess we'll find out later on this evening on NBC Sports.
Dun.
They have a 1-0 series lead in the finals. And speaking of hockey, Seattle Kraken coach Dave Haxtell. He's going to be joining us at 7:45 this morning. Very excited about that. We'll get to talk to the first ever coach for our Seattle Kraken. As far as weather, 81 degrees, the perfect weather to vomit on a mound if you're pitching a baseball game.
There you go.
That's the Mix Report, and that's what's up.
It was so nice to wake up this morning and actually feel a little cool.
Yes. I was chilly. No, I'm kidding. I wasn't chilly.
It's like you were chilly. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it was. I mean, because it's like, well, at least where I'm at, it was like only like 64. Which is, I mean, it's a slightly chilly, and if you're used to this heat, it's pretty chilly.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, it was so weird to look at the weather thing and be like, 81, to be able to breathe again.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. 81 is doable.
Yeah.
I was actually out yesterday, and I was like, okay. I was walking around a little bit. I was like, I can do this. It's hot, but it's not like what we've had. I'm fine with this.
I was still miserable. I went outside to handle like some lawn stuff and just like, water the grass and take care of some stuff outside. And after about like 15, 20 minutes, I come into the house. I'm like, ugh.
That's longer than I did, man.
Well, I didn't say I did anything really physical outside. That's it. Come on now. Let's not be crazy.
Fair.
Yeah. Rapper Pooh Shiesty, who's my favorite.
Are you a fan of Pooh Shiesty?
I love Pooh Shiesty. I don't know who he is. Is he stealing honey? Is that why he's like, he's a shyster for honey? Is that why he's Pooh Shiesty? I don't know.
Well, the Duke Crook was the original name he was going to go with, and then he went with Pooh Shiesty.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's
because that one was already taken.
The Duke Crook. Okay,
no, Duke Crook.
Oh, the Duke Crook. Even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pooh Shiesty is his name?
Pooh Shiesty.
I don't know if we could even listen to any of his songs. I don't know how radio friendly they are.
Probably not.
But maybe, Rev, you could find what Pooh Shiesty sounds like.
Yeah. He was indicted on federal charges stemming from a shooting incident that took place in Miami back on October 2020. An Instagram post he made was the reason why he was busted. Okay, really?
Come on, Pooh.
According to reports, Pooh and a couple of his friends arranged to buy some marijuana and high-end athletic sneakers from two dudes. During the deal, Pooh and one of the other guys shot the two men.
So he's Pooh Shyster as well.
Wow.
Stuff
Oh, yeah. Well, detectives say that Pooh dropped a bag with $40,000 at the scene of the crime.
BJ, show some respect to his name. Call him Mr. Shiesty.
Mr. Shiesty?
Yes.
All right, sure. Mr. Shiesty dropped apparently one of the $100 bills in the bag, matched the $100 bill the rapper had shown off on Instagram. Wow.
Damn,
that's how they found out it was
bragging about
him.
the money, and the bill that was on his Instagram page had the same serial number as the money that was found in this bag.
Yeah, how about this?
How do you argue that then?
Yeah, you can't. I mean, days before. Right? So he went on Instagram, featured a bunch of photos of him rifling through, with him and several long rifles and just lots of $100 bills. And one of the bills in the bag had the same serial number as the one depicted on Instagram. And according to his lawyer, Mr. Shiesty maintains his innocence.
How?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah, how? Yeah, I know.
Until proven guilty, sir.
I guess. That was just a weird glitch from my Instagram. It was a filter.
Yeah.
Accidentally. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, you basically showed the dollar.
Yeah. That was doctored, sir. It was doctored. They photoshopped that.
And if you were wondering, he was given the name by his brother. It was his childhood name. It was Mr. Pooh. And then the last name, Shiesty, that refers to his lifestyle, according to one report.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand why they would say that. It seems like he doesn't do anything that would
he seems all
label him Shiesty.
Yeah.
No. It's so shocking. Here's a dude with a bunch of cash, bragging about that, bragging about rifles. Next thing you know, he's in a shooting incident. Yeah.
I feel like if you put
big shocker.
If there was a website that said really bad rap name generator, that would be one of the names that comes up.
Pooh Shiesty?
Pooh Shiesty.
Yeah.
Is there any chance, Rev, you found
I found about a 5-second clip that I ran through. Like, so here's a little bit of it.
You gotta know I go too far. Got 2 O's up on this honey. One of them might stand for O block.
Did you talk about the honey that Mr. Pooh?
Yeah, the honey that Tigger stole. Yeah.
Okay.
And
so he is that kind of poo. All right.
It sounds, nothing bad, nothing good.
Yeah, that was from his album Back in Blood, which came out in January. Or from his song Back in Blood.
I was hoping the album was going to be called Nothing Bad, Nothing Good.
I really feel like this is just basically a plot to a Dave episode.
Have you been watching the new season?
Oh, yes.
Is it good?
Oh, it's so good.
That's so funny. I've had a few friends saying they've been disappointed by it, so I haven't gotten around to it. I'm going to watch it, of course, but like it's hard right now because, it's tough to work it in there in the middle of Coco Melon and Masha and the Bear, but I will get to watching Dave at some point.
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, just like the last week's episode, I don't want to make any judgments on people that may not like that episode, but you know what? Sometimes when 2 dudes are getting closer than you really want to and it's uncomfortable, and that was even discussed on the episode, I wonder if that really turns a lot of people off, because I don't know how much of that happened in last season, because I don't think it did, but I just think it's funny because it's just all awkwardly insane and crazy. And actually, there was a great message in the last episode, even though it was very awkward. But that's what Dave is known for.
I was going to say more often, that pretty much is every episode. Yeah, it always has like a moment. It's almost like a South Park thing where it's so ridiculous, but sometimes they just drop like a really powerful message in the middle of it all.
And they really did. It shocked me, as a matter of fact. I saw where the episode was going, and then all of a sudden, at the end of it, when it really just went to like complete lunacy, and then all of a sudden, oh, by the way, boom, and I'm like, oh, damn, that's actually pretty clever.
I gotta get on it.
Yeah, I mean, I like the episode. Oh, and I like the first 2. Well, I don't know what these guys that like the first. It was an hour-long 2-episode special that they did for the first night, and him trying to get stuff done in Korea was, I thought, fantastic. But what do I know? Maybe I'm an idiot. I don't know, but I liked it. So.
Well, if you like it, you like it. That's it's an opinion thing.
Like I know it is, but I just makes me wonder. Like, I don't know what maybe I like too many things. Maybe that's my problem.
Just because I know some people that didn't like it doesn't mean that they're right.
I don't feel like I'm in the right club now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, well, maybe I'm in the wrong club. Maybe I should
what
go
club
back
is this? The club of your own opinion?
The people that like the majority club, like the majority club. I feel like more people now don't like it than like it because I'm the only one that likes it.
People.
See, that's 2 more. 2 people don't like it. 1 person, myself, likes it.
There's a majority.
You got to watch it, and hopefully you like it. Otherwise, I'm definitely
Steve. Now the pressure's on. You have to like it now.
I mean, I got to listen. I got to listen to Pooh Shiesty's record today. I mean, I got a lot of stuff going on.
I forgot about Pooh Shiesty's record. Yeah. All right. Well, get on it, buddy. I'm going through stress here.
I'm sorry. I'll work on that.
Thanks, buddy.
I don't want you to be stressed any longer than you need to be, BJ.
I do appreciate that.
Good luck with that.
Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one wrong.
Which actor starred as Buddy Holly in 78's The Buddy Holly Story?
Oh, man. I kind of picture it. Oh, man. David Arquette.
No. Whoa, no.
Nicolas Cage.
No.
Greg Goldman.
No.
Pooh Shiesty.
Yeah. Pooh Shiesty.
Yep, it was. Pooh Shiesty. You got it.
You got it right. Actually, the answer we were looking for is Gary Busey, which, again, I just can't believe he played that role. But he did. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Miggs at 6:51 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. I owe a lot of back taxes. Can bankruptcy help me?
Bankruptcy can discharge back taxes under certain circumstances. Some types of taxes are never dischargeable, like if you have taxes from an employee, if you ran a business and didn't pay employee taxes or sales taxes. Those types of taxes cannot be discharged in bankruptcy. However, most people don't have those kind of taxes. Most people have just regular income taxes. If you owe income taxes and you filed your tax returns but just weren't able to pay the taxes, if the taxes are more than 3 years old and you filed the tax returns, those types of taxes can be discharged in bankruptcy in most circumstances, especially through a Chapter 13 case.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.